tell you that much. Top right-hand side, he needs a 2-0 to advance from this group still. If he loses a map, Spirit will be taking third place in the group. It is going to be Rogue in the top right corner. In the bottom left, our red Terran, we have ourselves ByuN. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. It's been so good to have you with us. One final series to round out Group B. Our playoffs will be taking place tomorrow, so hope you guys are looking forward to that. And we're looking forward to welcoming you to those playoffs tomorrow as well. Should be a great day, as we have now guaranteed ByuN, we've guaranteed Goblin, Clem, Gumiho, and Shin, and either Spirit or Rogue to join that lineup. Let's see what goes down in this TvZ. ByuN in the bottom left and Rogue in the top right here on Ultra Love. Game number 1. I always think Rogue and ByuN can give some pretty crazy games and some pretty hectic series, so hoping for some fun. Don't really mind who wins. I mean, I think ByuN is guaranteed second place, so we're guaranteed that TvT section of the bracket no matter what. So I think that part is going to happen no matter what we do, but yeah, I guess we're either going to get to the winner of... I guess if it's Spirit that advances, it would be TvZ against Shin, and if Rogue advances, it would be ZvZ against Shin. I kind of want Spirit to advance, actually. I want the TvZ instead of a ZvZ. Shin, Spirit, winner vs. Goblin. That sounds like a good little section of the bracket, doesn't it? Although if Rogue wins, then we're guaranteed a non-mirror grand final as well. Ooh. There's good reasons to support anyone in these final matches, or final match of the day. Let's see what's going to take place. There's a couple of lings going to come about. The lings will be coming through. CC in the factory coming about as well. Couple lings going to come about, and the Reaper going to take some shots. The ling speed is about to finish. Queens, drones all on the way about. Grenade pops, and the lings take some shots as well. What a great moment for this Reaper as it goes straight through. Sees the gas count, sees the mining. You just get full information here as ByuN in these early stages of game number 1. Overlord speed on the way up from Rogue. That can oftentimes indicate some aggression later in the game because you're going to have the Overlord speed ready for a Queen drop or other kind of drop. Obviously, the investment into Overlord speed just to scout early. It's something you don't really see anymore. A lot of Zergs say, well, if I build into Overlord speed, if I actually scout something I need to respond to, I would have rather spent that gas elsewhere, you know? And that would have probably helped me more in my defense than actually just building the Overlord speed. So it's kind of a weird one. I mean, we really don't see it at all anymore. In this case, Rogue will have that Overlord speed to scout. He's going to see the couple Marines, he'll see the reactor, he'll see the cloaking starting on the starport. Obviously, the good thing about this Overlord speed is the Overlord is not just a one-time scout. It'll get in, it'll scout, it'll get out, and it can come in again to rescout and try and figure out what else is going on. We start a Banshee, but actually also start the Interference Matrix upgrade. So I think this is starting to be a little bit of a fake out on the side of ByuN. Cancels it. Looks like he's just going to go for a Cloakless Banshee instead. Still wants the Banshee for defensive purposes, but just doesn't see the value in the Cloak if it's going to be scouted by his opponent. So decides to go and step away from the Cloak upgrade. 100% can agree with that. That makes a lot of sense. As our Reaper and our Hellions pull back into the center of the map. A few more links coming through. The Queens are still producing. 6 additional drones on the way out from Rogue. More racks on the way out. The Marine is going to go and chase the Overlord a little bit. I think that's on the way up. In the end, Rogue doesn't do anything weird with the Overlord speed. Literally just uses it to scout. As the Hellions and the Banshee gather up. Where's the first Banshee at? It's on the right side looking to try and make a play. Queens gather together, a couple of spores on the way in as well. Going to see the Hellions actually going to try and get into the natural. They will break through as the Lings go for the back end wraparound. So you're going to lose some drones. In fact, we lose pretty much every Ling to start off with. 6 drones go down. Good start for ByuN. 7 drones go down. Hellions going to get back in. Still 9 drones. The Hellions are healthy enough to get the entire mineral line here. 15, 17 workers. It's a barbecue. And it's a barbecue that Spirit is so happy to see, because this means that Rogue is in an awful position. And Rogue's going to GG. No! He's not even going to try and stay in the game. Oh no. ByuN takes game number 1 and Rogue is going to tap out, meaning that he's eliminated from the tournament. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Corner with our blue Zerg player who's now down a map. This is Rogue. Taking on the red Terran in the bottom left, who is in the lead. It is ByuN. So yeah, unfortunately, this does mean our entire group is decided. So the result of this final match doesn't matter too much. Well, it could maybe make a it does make a 4th and 5th place difference, which is a prize money difference in the, you know. And now I'm not gonna say it's a big deal, guys, but this is a $12.50 difference for Rogue if you can turn this into a 4th place finish instead of a 5th place finish. So, look, you've already invested the majority of your day. You may as well try and make an extra $12.50, you know? A little bit of difference in prize money between 4th and 5th place on this one. As you do see our racks and our gas coming up. See if we get some later game action. El Dorado definitely has that later game potential. See if what Rogue's going to do. Like I say, the other benefits, so I mentioned obviously he doesn't know, and so he doesn't stay in that game maybe because he doesn't know the scenario. When they played this matchup earlier today, he also didn't know the scenario. So for him, he's still going to play this series like, hey, yeah, I want to try and win this series. Like, yeah, game 1, I was in trouble. I was probably dead. So he gets out. But he's still going to try and win the series. He has no reason not to give that a go. $12.50, that's a pizza. Well, there you go. Wow. Rogue is a place to keep playing for a pizza. You guys remember the Pizza Cup? What was that called? The pizza tournament. Someone every week could win a pizza. I'm pretty sure they would just order a pizza for you from a local place. I can't remember. Like, I can't remember what that was called. Was it called like Pizza Craft or something? Someone surely remembers. They covered it on the Pylon show like every single week. I can't remember what it was called. I'm gonna do some research. Hang on. If it comes through, Lings take some damage, that's great, but I want to find out the name of the pizza tournament, guys. Hang on. Give me a moment. Wikipedia, SC2 pizza. The pizza pie. Yeah. This tournament ran for like 3 years or something. And the winner just got a pizza. I think at some point they actually got something more than a pizza. I don't know if they actually got a pizza or... I can't remember. Anyways, okay. Back to the game, back to the important stuff. Reaper coming around. Do see our lag coming up, a few drones on the way in, Ling speed building. The Reaper will just take a couple shots off the Queens, the Ling's coming through as well. Distracting the group teamers coming through. I'm just going to be seeing the Viking and the Hellions coming up as well. Tech Lab goes down on the barracks of ByuN. We're going to get that ready. I'm just going to fire a little bit. I'm just seeing a stim building, lair building. Overlord going to get popped. Look at this third CC. Obviously, ByuN builds a tier, has to mine out the minerals before he can move in position. Now it's an orbital, he will move it into position. So ByuN going to take the gold as Rogue begins to work through the bottom side of the map. Can any Zerg unit heal on creep, or do Queens put out the heals? Zerg units don't even need creep to heal. They're just, their passive effect is they regenerate over time. That's the, you don't have to be on creep for that, right? Now I'm second guessing myself. But you know how like Protoss shields regenerate over time, Terran units can be repaired. Zerg units just regen over time, as long as they're out of combat. And Queens have an ability called Transfuse. Transfusion can only be used on creep, and that like is an injection of HP and then puts a heal over time. So the Queens is a big heal. All Zerg units regenerate over time. Actually, Zerg units can sometimes regen even in combat, because sometimes you see a regen and it means that the unit doesn't die. It doesn't even have to be out of combat. So yeah, Zerg units just regen naturally over time. At any point they can regen. It's crazy. What a great race. Nine meters building, 1 minute upgrades and combat shield coming in. This gold base from ByuN being active is a pretty big factor. See the mutas from Rogue. I'm kind of excited to see Rogue's mutas, to be honest. Me seeing the Hellions going about a little bit. Yo, TI Beats, thank you so much for gifting us up to It's a Ballroom Blitz. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Mutas are showing up and they're going to try and move around for the first little time. Again, 1 minute upgrades, combat shield coming through. Queen trying to fire. Queen shooting, Hellions are fighting. Just going to be seeing the Bane speed, the +1 flyer attack, evolution chambers all producing in. He's trying to get there. Missile turret is good to turn it back. Here's coming back over. A few SCVs coming up as well. 2-2 coming up. We are going to be seeing the +1 fly attack. Obviously, one of the big issues for the Zerg here is you're going to be on a lack of upgrades. As the Hellbats morph in, the Marines are going to step forward. Overlord taking a few shots. Here's on the other side, going to get 7 SCVs. Missile turret will go down, so this base no longer defended. SCVs will continue to fall. ByuN needs to do damage on the other side. Banelings are connecting though, and Rogue looking to pull off a defense will lose the Baneling nest. However, that's rough if he actually loses it, but he keeps it alive. Bane nest staying alive here is absolutely massive. Medivacs unload in the center. He is going to chase. Marines and Medivacs continue to get picked off. Good shutdown from Rogue. Does mega damage across the map. Comes back home, saves the Bane nest, cleans up completely. Now Rogue will go 1-1. So very late upgrades. That is the price of going early Spire. That is the price of going early Spire, as the extra Banes morph in on the Watchtower. Corrupt coming up, +2 flyer attack, melee upgrades all on the way as well. Again, 2-2 on the way. Thor and the Medivacs coming about. Let's dive into the main base. Missile turret will fall as our melee and carapace, the Overlord speed produces by. Refinery taking damage. Marine's going to get across. The Evolution Chamber going to be taking some damage. Medivac loads up. Marines taking some shots. 2-2. End up being good. The Queen's going to fire and actually kill the Medivac. Oh my goodness. So many SCVs going down as well as we hit over here. ByuN is just losing economy left, right, and center. +3 armor, +3 attack, starting up here from ByuN as he tries to get further upgrades. His upgrades are definitely one of the big advantages for him right now. The Thor is actually buffed against mutas, right? The Thor splash damage is actually a big deal. Rogue going to keep on trying to control this map as he takes the gold on the bottom side. Bane still coming up. The mutas and the overseers coming back in the middle. Try and come back across again. Wouldn't mind trying to line up. Obviously, mutas will continue to control this map as best as possible. ByuN is on 4 bases, which if you can stabilize on 4 bases, this is absolutely still a game that ByuN is in. Like, good damage done so far by Rogue, but Muta Bane is a worse composition. He's not transitioning into the later game yet. 6 more mutas producing because of shells coming up. Marauders on the way. Let's get back into the center. And Burrow coming up, and our upgrades still coming by. Again, creep tumors will spread as we have the Mutalisk going to get back to the middle of the map. Marine goes down. Because of shells, 3-3 upgrades all coming through on the engineering base also. And those missile turrets still producing in the army of ByuN. Sits out the front of this gold base. Just, like I say, waiting to max out, which is not a bad idea. Max out, get your upgrades going, be in a strong position. That definitely seems like the way we're going right now. Rocks get knocked. We just continue to move through in the top left side. Lings are going to move across as well. The Marines will get back onto these rocks and pick their way through those. Take those out. Our left-hand side, Ling's going to run through. SCVs are going to take a lot of damage as well. Marauders will continue onto those Zerglings and play cleanup, so the run-by doesn't do too much. And this is the Marine force. I mean, it's kind of just Marines. 67 Marines, some mines. It's really just Marines in this army, though. I don't think we should ever be stepping on to creep with this. As, oh my god, the one Baneling from the bottom smashes into a group of Marines. That's so funny. One Baneling out of nowhere. Like, ByuN can split against like 20 Banelings sometimes, but one Baneling out of position, boom, bang. Doesn't really kill anything, but obviously we'll drain some medevacs of energy here. As we will stim again. Actually get quite a few of the Banes running through that watchtower. Top right, there's a push going on as well. The mutas can't come into this Marine force just yet. The Banes trying to roll into this. Ling's trying to join the fun. Far left-hand side, Lings are going to show up. SCVs are going to get jumped on, so that mineral line's going to get wiped out as well. Now Ling's going to go after the command center in the center of the map as well. Still getting rid of some of these drones. Still playing cleanup here. Adrenal glands on the way, +2 melee about to finish, so going to undo some of the upgrade advantage that ByuN has. Still about a full set of upgrade lead for our Terraners. It's a messy game. I mean, all of a sudden, Rogue has to defend around the bottom side. He is dealing damage to the top, so both players are taking hits. Rogue is just already rich. Oh, the rocks drop down as ByuN collapses the tower to save his units on the bottom side of the map. I mean, save them for now. They might still die, but that was the play from ByuN as he uses the rocks. I didn't even know that was a collapsible tower. I hadn't even noticed that, and he's going to get the hatchery because of that play. And ByuN escapes. Wow, that was a play. That was a play. I still don't know if I love ByuN's position in the game, and yeah, okay, we're gonna get going. Was that it was ByuN that knocked the rocks down, right? I think it was him that targeted them, or was it just a Baneling splash? I don't even know. What a move that was. I'm gonna go rewind on that one a little bit, as there's gonna be seeing the rest of our bio coming through. A couple of Lings coming across as well. Adrenal glands and 2-2. 3-3 upgrades, kind of playing, trying to get to ultras. I think that's the step that Rogue needs in this game, just to push him into a truly winning position, because he does have the money, he does have the bank, he does have the map. Lost a gold base there, but that's about it for the moment. Great move from ByuN, but man, he is still absolutely dead in this game. +3 melee, adrenal glands coming up. We are going to see the rest of the bio pushing through the bottom. Ling Bane going to get back to the watchtower as well, or at least try to. A couple of Banes going down, other Banes coming over. Widow Mines will potentially burrow up here as we just see Ling Bane continue to run up. We are going to have ourselves The Lings and the Ultras continuing to move through. We just come across to shoot down a medevac. Still got our 3-3 upgrades coming in. The Kite is playing. Oh look, more Lings on the other side. This is going to get cleaned up quickly, but it's the idea of just keeping ByuN busy defending again and again that kind of comes through. Things are going to try and come up. A couple of Marauders are going to end up taking some damage as well. I mean, a lot of these run-bys, like I said, may be having no effect, and I guess if enough of those happen, then that is a factor that brings ByuN back into it, but I still feel like Rogue is in a pretty overwhelming position. Here come the Ultras as well, and that's something we really don't have an answer for. Just as we try and run through the choke point to get away, staying away from that Widow Mine on the bottom side. The Banes are going to get through here. SCVs and Bio units are going to get jumped on. Banes are blowing up everything, and ByuN is running low on supply. Obviously, this orbital in the sky, this orbital in the sky as well. He's actually going to have a planetary top left, and the mules drop down in the top left corner of El Dorado. Extra Banes is going to show up. The Marines are going to continue through. The rest of the Bio coming back in. The Mutas are going to show up, jump onto the orbital. Mutas are going to go after the orbital as well. Mutas get up to the top side again. Marine Marauder, Medevac all coming through. Widow Mine's in production. I was just going to be seeing the army continues about. It was the Banelings that made the rocks fall. Oh, that's so sad. Still a fun play, even if it wasn't ByuN. We'll pretend ByuN killed the Banelings specifically to kill the rocks, okay? As the army here is going to end. I'm just going to go cheeky little rewind on this one, guys. Let's go and have a look at the Banelings blowing up the rocks, I guess. 13 minutes, like here. I know you guys kept it up. We'll just watch it in game. Is it really the Bane splashing the rocks? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's because his army turned in that direction. Yeah, the Bane splashed the rocks. The Thor actually dies to the rocks falling down as well. So the Banes knock the rocks down, the Thor dies to the rocks. But it works in ByuN's favor. Cool play. Awesome stuff. Baffling. YouTube algorithm, even though I don't know how it works. Yeah, I know. Actually crazy. Oh. Okay, Rogue's gonna drop a gas on 12. A pool on 11. A 12-11? Okay, you know what? This could be genius if ByuN goes CC first, because if ByuN goes CC first, because it's a big map, this might be a free win. And ByuN has a tendency to play CC first. Oh my god, he's actually doing it. Clap, 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 Rogue. What a read. To know ByuN is the kind of guy to look at a map with 8... How many bases is this each? 8 bases, 9 bases each or whatever? And just know that ByuN's just going to go CC first? Like, it's the perfect call against ByuN. And pretty much nobody else. Maybe Spirit. But in this case, ByuN, and definitely is the right call. This is a game winner, guys. This is a straight-up game winner. Ling speed, super quick. This is going to be no scout. You don't scout with CC first, because the only thing that CC first is really bad against is blind aggression. And Zergs don't usually do blind aggression, because blind aggression freaking sucks. It's so bad against pretty much everything else, because Terrans have walls. And that's why I clap, because that's a fantastic call out of Rogue. I mean, is it early enough? It's not even, I think it's not even about canceling the CC. It's because if it's CC first, this wall's not going to be done in time for the Ling speed. I think that's what it is. It's not even about canceling the CC, because the CC is always going to finish anyways, most likely. It's about the wall not being done for the Ling speed, and I think that's the perfect call, because you don't get a second depot down, because you're still building the command center. So the command center is going to be finished. Your supply is going to be there, so you don't need the depot to wall off with. It's actually genius. What a call by Rogue. he's gonna win the game. He's gonna, like, Ling Speed's gonna finish. He's gonna run in, and there's a Marine. He's even gonna let the Marine's even gonna die, though. I can't even imagine the smile on Rogue's face right now. Like, a couple Lings show up, and ByuN's like, oh no, I have to micro. And then Ling Speed finishes, and ByuN's like, oh no, I just lost the game. The Lings run in, and Rogue gets the perfect build order call against ByuN to win it 2-1.